Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2, the Grand Combination, with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and the Ottoman Empire. So, I'm starting a new session and I'm hoping for at least 4, maybe even 5 episodes tonight. Hopefully that's going to stabilize our economy and we might even hit the 1900s. But we'll see, we'll see how it's going to go. Anyway, we're still carrying out this goddamn militant socialist uprising, which, it didn't really ruin our day, but it ruined our armies a little bit. So let's unpause, field burn of the inevitable. My god. I really hope this is hitting everyone. Because my god, it's just, we're going up and down, it seems. We'll see. Anyway, cutting out the socialists, stabilizing the economy, the industrial subsidies aren't all that bad at this point. We'll see how it's going to stabilize, how fast. We have a mediocre 70k in debt, which is doable. Okay, you're clearing these guys out. You guys are almost done with everything. Okay. And we're getting philosophy of language. This is the study of philosophical questions about language, especially about meaning and truth of words, phrases, and sentences in general. It doesn't ask what particular words mean or whether particular sentences are true, except, of course, for words and sentences about the language. Rather, it asks what meaning and truth in generals are. It was developed out of Wittgenstein's critique of his own earlier works, Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus, and to some extent the whole analytical tradition. So we get an extra prestige, and we can get another 11 prestige here. Nice, so our prestige is starting to look pretty good. I know that considering Canada being still ahead of us, they just jumped, but it feels like we are catching up. I don't know. Well, maybe we're just, all expanding crazily. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, phenomenology is being worked on. Once that is done, we will be set. Okay, so we get infamy from the acquire state. Acquire state. Casus Belli, you are supposed to be 60,000, and that's all that's left of you. Alright, well, that's not great. Where would you guys... None of these are really... I guess Iskandra or Chetina. Alright, go to Chetina. That one seems like a better choice. Here we have 2 armies that are not really doing anything. Scoop. Alright, we need another army here just to make sure that it works. Alright, we burned through all of our available cash and we are still hurting. Hurting like crazy. Artisans are starving, unfortunately. Let's do a crackdown. We killed another unit. And where were you supposed to be? Oh, you're the Izmir one. Alright. So armies are moving where they belong. We're still bleeding. Oh, yeah, it's the subsidies. Goddamn subsidies. Alright, let's cut education a little bit and cut the military spending a little bit to ease out the situation. Dmitry Mendeleev was a Russian chemist and inventor, I guess. He is credited as being the creator of the first version of the periodic table of elements. Using the table, he predicted the properties of elements yet to be discovered. So extra prestige. Curtail distribution. Alright, well, militancy is rising slightly, but not in any major way. Still only 20% would vote for that. The bankruptcy would be cool. For some reason, the upper house still isn't convinced. Alright, well, we'll just give them time. So, any interesting wars happening? Acquisition of French Darfur Sultanate, War of the Shewan Begum the concession. Alright, well, Africa is partitioned at this point. Yeah, there isn't anything we can. All of these are just secret police to the rescue. Someone suggested that we go after these ones, but it still requires at least that tech. Oh my god, really? Another one? Well, it's just a couple of them, but that seemed really unlikely at this point. Alright, you guys deal with these, you guys deal with the Monastir ones, and these guys. Oh, actually, that's two of the armies. Oh, well, never mind then. And we need to deal with you guys. So let's send you to kill the irregulars. You have a bonus to defense. Alright, that's actually one thing that I wanted to check. We haven't really paid much attention to our generals. They are being automatically managed, but attack -2. Jesus Christ, some of these are awful. Alright, let's not use you. And you, and you. Hold on, so you got +1 attack here. Now, +2 attack. This one has -1 defense. It's also not good. Do we have anyone? Oh my god. Alright, this guy is great. So let's put him instead of you. +1 defense. Megalomaniac. Impulsive. So attack +1 defense. Do we have any more assigned? No, just one. Alright, well, that settles it. Alright, we're starting to make money. Portugal is offering us an alliance. The sphere of Spain and great power. Cartel distribution. Now, I don't want to deal with you. I'd be interested in dealing with you though. We've already looked at that, but don't seem to be too interested. Alright, so you guys are really bad at this, but it's just irregulars, so we'll deal with that. You guys are winning. Support the movement. How's this going? Oh, they have even some infantry. Interesting. I'm getting really tired of our bad rolls. The game is really not giving us any benefit of the doubt. Just terrible all the way. Alright, so Bulgarians are gone. Good for us. Working on project. Expanding the canning industry. Did we finish them? No, we didn't do that. Railroad. Alright. We need to get some more industrial technology just so that our capitalists have something, anything to do. Okay, so actually it would make more sense to have you guys here and here, so that way we can cover the assault on all of their provinces. Alright, subsidies are doing a little bit better. Jean Jaurès, prestige +2. Alright, so we're not completely late. Jaurès was elected to the Chamber of Deputies in 1885, another discriminatory benefit. Defeated in the 1889 election, he returned to the University of Toulouse. He became increasingly radical in his political views, and after reading Karl Marx, he began advocating socialism. He was not a revolutionary and supported the independent socialists. Interesting. Macedonia is ours. While out of parliament, Jaurès completed his mammoth socialist history of the French Revolution. He also joined with Aristide Briand and René Vivani in 1904 to establish the left-wing newspaper El Humanité in 1904. That's actually a really good journal and very famous. A new socialist party under Jaurès grew rapidly at the beginning of the century, but split over the correct response to German militarism. Jaurès advocated a policy of international arbitration, whereas others supported the Triple Entente. Some more prestige for us, which is great. Kosovo is ours. Alright, we're getting a ton of possible units. None of them, well, some of them guards, but... Alright, you guys need to eliminate these guys. We need to have our regular units actually reinforced. Should be just gonna be one hell of a ride, considering the costs. How are we doing on... Alright, 355k. They're increasing slowly because we're not funding them that much and we're not even looking at them that much. Craftsmen are doing really good. Thinking if there's any benefit to getting capitalists at this point rather than workers. Not entirely sure. In factories that are not making any money that we can close, that are useless. Canned food. Not really. Yeah, we have a lot of these and they are all useful. Alright, I think I'm gonna increase the funding by 5% for everything now. Just for good measure. Can we get some more requests for expeditions? That would be great. I would really like that. Alright, phenomenology is approaching quickly. That's the third one just in this episode. 18, yeah, we're down a couple of months, and Jesus Christ. We're going to, it's in copy, alright. Literacy is giving us 0.1 more, but we have less intellectuals. So it's actually dropping a little bit. Militant socialists. Alright, you're gonna clear them out, I'm sure. Okay, repay a loan. Increase funding for education by 10%. Total expenses, total income. Tariffs are at 10% and giving us quite a bit of money already. That's why I say the system is broken. It feels too easy. So I tend to not use it too much because it can get you into, weird situations. Sweden is offering us an alliance. They are in sphere of Great Britain. I'm not going to do that. German Empire expanded, if I see correctly. Very good relations with them. So it's fine. Industrial power is really not looking that bad. Yeah, we haven't really been this close to Canada ever before. Come on, we can do it. We can overtake them. We can overtake them. We can overtake them. And this one is really... It's way ahead of what we should be doing. But once we get it, romanticism... Actually, we're going to start with the railroads. And... I think we might do the compound steam engine, because that is a really good one. And we're going to get army decision making for the tactics. And we can... do the business banks, and it's going to be much faster and much easier to get various benefits when you get a ton of research points. Directive on trade in the colonies. Right, repay more loans, increase funding by 5%, increase funding by 5%. Still positive subsidies. What are we funding? Small arms in Constantinia. Come on. Really? That's a big factory, and we're definitely not paying them. Another 300 points. Average profitability in last 7 days. Market spending. Factory has a budget. They really don't need us. So why are we still... Artificial fertilizer. This was the technique of making fertilizer in a laboratory instead of relying on byproducts from animals. Cotton plus 10% livestock, 20% produce, 10% grain, 25% tobacco, 10% coffee, 20% opium, 10 and fertilizer production plus 5. Awesome. Alright, we're getting even more money, so let's just ramp up the budget a little bit while we keep repaying the loan. Again, I don't need to repay the loan at this point, but I really want to have it. Alright, we now have a reason to attack Serbia, if we wanted to. Holy hell, Darfur is... Who are you fighting? The Darfur Sultanate. They have no army. Yet you are losing France. What's up with that? Oh, it's being sieged. Alright. There we go. Alright, only 33k remaining. No projects. We're working on clippers. Our armies are not doing great, but not doing terribly either. Any more good and nice inventions that's gonna come? Alfred Nobel, artificial nitrates, silver standard, that would be good. Gas lights, rubber goods, industry, nitroglycerin, Louis Pasteur, and the soap industry is really important. And then we're at 0. Anesthesia, ointments, antitoxins. Alright, we're gonna get a couple of things that are gonna boost our growth soon. I'll ignore the issue here. I don't want to make enemies of UK. What's the relations like? Let's raise them a little bit. Officer insulted. More conscientiousness. Kulturkampf. Organize a crackdown. And with this amount of... yeah, definitely seeing a huge rise in craftsmen. Soldiers are also increasing, but very slowly. Let's do a little switch for a little bit. Or do we have soldiers? Oh, okay, we can't even do that there. Right, Bursa, Eastern Phrase, and Korea. Let's do soldiers for a little bit. That's gonna help the professor. Unfortunately, we have to do that, but let me increase the education a little bit more. 16.51. I feel like it's going down. It's kind of hard to judge. Armenian poet. With B. We've grown soft, didn't we? Courage is ours. Oh my god, they jumped ahead again. Is it prestige or how are they doing that? Or are they increasing their army size or something? Okay, you are really bad. You are also terrible. Alfred Nobel. Alfred Bernhard Nobel was a Swedish chemist, engineer, innovator, and armaments manufacturer, known for inventing dynamite. Nobel also owned Bofors, which he had redirected from its previous role as primary and iron and steel producer to a major manufacturer of cannon and other armaments. Nobel held 355 different patents, dynamite being the most famous. After reading a premature obituary which condemned him for profiting from the sales of arms, he bequeathed his fortune to the Institute of the Nobel Prizes. So chemical production increased. We really need better generals. Even B. Let's get this one. Alright, anyway, I think we're gonna end it here. So Phenomenology is coming in a couple of months, after which we really need to make a decision what we're gonna do. Again, our great number of capitals doesn't really have much to do, so an early railroad would be a pretty good one. Compound steam engine would be a good one too. Cotton gin and mechanized production, and the organic chemistry. That gives a ton. Business banks. You know what? We're gonna go with business banks next. No, early railroad, business banks, romanticism, then army decision making. Sounds like a good plan.